Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking, and a warm welcome to this week's Walking Wednesday. I'm back, and I don't just mean back at Hillgate, I mean back on the channel in general. So yes, people must have noticed my absence for a while, and I'm not sure if everyone has watched the Mario 63 episodes, episode 26, where I went into detail as soon as I could and explained everything as soon as I could. But just in case, because I know some people out there just watch Walking Wednesday, I'm going to briefly go over what happened. And I do mean briefly this time because I don't have that much storage space on my phone, because I have been filming a bunch of things actually, and I haven't had the chance to clear out the file space yet. I would normally spend the time uploading all of these to YouTube, but actually it seems that my monthly data usage is almost up. And that wouldn't normally be an issue, but actually I found out a while ago, last time I tried to change my data plan to allow me the maximum amount of storage space, it actually resulted in I think it was my mum telling me that they'd actually got the charge for it and they changed it back, which made me realize, oh, I guess that data plan was set up so long ago that it must still be under their name. So once I get back, I'm going to request a change for that, because honestly I don't mind having it be charged to me, since I'm the one using up all of that space in the first place. If I have to pay for that, then so be it. I consider it more than fair, honestly. But that's neither here nor there. Stuff I consider less than fair, actually, is what happened to my channel. Actually, it was sort of fair, but also sort of not. It seems that, I don't know if there's changes that have come into effect recently, or if it's that it's slowly caught up with me, but actually, the way that YouTube works with streaming somebody else's content on it has now drastically changed, which of course means that while I was doing Mario Street 5 years later, if you notice, the last couple of streams that were actually on this channel were taken down, well, briefly during points, and then they were restored later on, and then it kept going like that, which eventually resulted in a community guidelines strike under scams and deceptive practices and spam. It was spam, deceptive practices, and scams. That's the clause. So at first I thought it was misleading metadata, because I've gotten a strike for that before. Someone just fall. Okay, I don't know. Something happened there. As I was saying, I thought it was that because, let's face it, the thumbnails and tags on My Street 5 years later, sorry, there was a cyclist there, didn't know which side to go. I didn't, he did. So basically, what was I saying? Yeah, so I had that before, because the thumbnails for that series and the tags aren't exactly the most different from Aphmau's. In fact, my process is download the thumbnail from the original video, put 5 years later at the top, and then add the border, and that's the distinction. I mean, part of it, that's because you're supposed to know then what episode it actually is, and see that accordingly, but that did not end up being what happened, what it was interpreted as. Or so I thought. Then I realized that it wasn't that. I looked under the clauses again just to check to make sure that I was prepared for the return of that series to YouTube. It's been going on Twitch still, so if you want to keep up following the series live, then follow it on Twitch. But yeah, but I realized that it was the live stream abuse section that was about streaming other people's content. It still doesn't say you can't react to other people's content or review other people's content, or, you know, utilize that, especially YouTube original content. That's the well, not YouTube originals in like the service, I mean like stuff that originated on YouTube. That's what I meant to say by that. So that's still, as far as I can tell, still operational, which is good, because otherwise other reaction channels would have been gone long ago. But no, because of the nature of 5 years later, it ended up, it was because it was a live series that ended up being flagged, because apparently people are using YouTube to stream just other stuff in general that doesn't belong to them or they don't have a license for, without anything else. So I can understand why that distinction would be very hard to grasp. So I get it, which means that I think I can still get away with uploading the VODs, or the archived versions, onto YouTube later for the public to see. However, it does mean that I'm going to end up not being able to interact with people live in the same way, unless you go over to Twitch around that same time. Just basically every time I say the same time, say like 5 years later, just wait around, like have Twitch open in a tab or something, and you should be able to see it. Essentially, I will eventually I'll log on to that and do my thing. Or if you have me on Discord, I'll send it in a group chat that you are most likely part of. But yeah, if you want to actually get any DM messages of those, then let me know. Put your comments on this video. Also, in the description of this video, I am going to be linking to other channels that I am on, because considering that this one I couldn't do anything on, even for so much of an update on, for an entire week, it meant that last Walking Wednesday was posted on the Butter Bunch, for example. I also started a new channel, which is dedicated entirely to Gacha Review. So I did what I promised I would do. I've started separating my old content, and the word is spreading, because I'm pretty sure that Josh has gone around and told Prism of Voices and Brenjitsu TV what the plan is, which is great. I tried to do like a new visual style to see if that was what the video was missing, and it seems that people are liking a few of the differences. So I'm going to keep those up, basically. Yeah, it's just one of those things. But yeah, everything will be in the description. So if I disappear on this channel, those are the places that you can go. And I'll say briefly what's going to be on those, ideally. Because if I get another strike, if my idea to put the archived footage onto YouTube now doesn't work, and I get another community guidelines strike as a result of it, that's me gone on this channel for the next 90 days. So I won't be able to update at all. So if people are wondering where I go in the future, this is the video to look at. And this is the channels, obviously, you'll see down below. So I'm putting in place a contingency this time, in case that doesn't work. I do want to try and put the rest of the 5 years on here, and obviously disclose that they're now streamed live on Twitch rather than on YouTube. But again, I can't guarantee that I've interpreted it correctly this time, because I thought it was correct the last time, and it turns out it was something else. So I'm still very much learning right now about the difference. So yeah, hopefully just get one last shot of Tilgate before I have to close off, because again, data. So yeah, that's my point. And also I'm going on holiday in a couple of days to Galicia, which means that I'll probably be less active anyway. That was the timing there. So who knows, I might try and film a bunch of stuff before I go, or write out plenty of scripts for people to act out while I'm away. Something along those lines. So yeah, but we'll see. That's my point. Basically, if you think I'm dead, come back here. Please leave a like, discuss, but if you haven't already, that's no, just saying farewell.